Right, we're on Peebles Golf Resort in Mallorca. Okay, today we're going to talk about Bryson DeChambeau, golfing machine, and some of the impact factors that Bryson gets himself into. You can try this. This will help your game. You might also find that your impact gets better from understanding the flying wedges. What's a flying wedge? Don't throw it. So the impact factors that we talk about with Bryson DeChambeau. Bryson's class. So most amateurs address the golf ball. There's a fair angle between left arm and club shaft, which encourages a bit of a roll, let's say, for example. So handles lower, more rotational. Bryson, as we know, is quite an upright guy. So Bryson, obviously his golf clubs are all one lie angle. Handle up. He's there. Handles up. That doesn't mean because our lie angles are standard that we can't get into the positions that Bryson gets into. Having the hands a little bit higher at impact is a good thing because they're going to move there anyway. So starting them at address in their impact position, that's called impact fix. You've got a head start already. So Bryson takes the upper arm, internally rotates it, and then externally rotates the lower arm. That way it's fully connected. Upper arm internal, lower arm external of left hand, connected, club on. Most important part to talk about today, thumbs down. The thumbs down part there is what we're talking about. So we've done videos before about Bryson, internal and external. So internal rotation, external to get that position. Then from there, thumbs down. Now the thumbs down position is the lie angle of the shaft slightly more upwards. So there, there, and then at impact, we're returning to exactly the same position. And I hit it all right. Don't feel the most comfortable there. Not so bad at impact, but more the address position. So the flying wedges, how do the flying wedges take a hold of this? What are flying wedges? Well, they're not golf clubs that you throw in the air. When Bryson set himself there, there's a structure between club shaft and left arm, and there's a structure between right forearm and club shaft. Watch this. Bryson's address position. Face onto camera. Handle up. There. Now, if I were, there is an angle between left arm and club shaft. You and I have more angle, Bryson has less angle. If I take a straight line up the shaft, from the sweet spot, up the golf shaft, then up my left arm to my left shoulder, and then back down to the sweet spot, that would create a wedge, or like a sail on a boat. A wedge in there, and that is structured. Face on, Bryson's handles forward, so again, it looks as one straight line, so structured, and then down the line, back to the sail, you can see there, there's structure in there. You and I would have more bend, Bryson's up here. That is structured. Now, that's the left arm flying wedge. Okay, now we've got two arms obviously. There we go. Left arm flying wedge in place. Then from there, Bryson's hitting balls all day, keeping that structure so he gets to there, it's still in place. That would be an out of line wedge. That's in line, so still in line. Up to there, still in line. In line, in line. So this shaft is always in line with his left arm. That is out of line. That is out of line with left arm. That is out of line with left arm. That is in line. As the club swings around his body, that is always in line. So that left arm flying wedge is maintained. But how is that left arm flying wedge maintained from the right arm flying wedge? Watch this. Right arm flying wedge. Dress position. Bryson there. Now there's an angle between right forearm, down the back of shaft to sweet spot, and then back up to right elbow. This wedge here sits at 90 degrees to the left arm flying wedge, like so. Left arm flying wedge, right arm flying wedge. 90 degrees, they stay at 90 degrees for the whole action, and that's why Bryson's so structured. That is part, very small part, of the golfing machine. That is structured. So Bryson's address position, handle up, and then right hand on the aft. So left arm flying wedge in place, internal, external. Left arm flying wedge in place, right arm flying wedge applied on the back, and then he keeps those at 90 degrees to each other for the whole swing, the entire action, 90 degrees to each other. Left arm flying wedge, right arm flying wedge, They do not come out of sync. That's clever, isn't it? Can you and I do that? I've just done it. Absolutely. Having more of a engineering mind or a mechanical mind about the golf swing, there's physics involved as well, but just to add structure. I mean, you'll see guys, that there's very little structure there. That requires good timing. Bryson's golf swing does not require good timing. If he's fast, of course it requires good timing, but in general, Bryson's golf swing, it's so well structured and so mechanical that the timing is not huge for him. Internal to external, thumbs down, so thumbs down, down, put shaft up. Okay, then from there, right arm, so left arm flying wedge is in place, internal, external, thumb down, right hand on the aft of the club, thumb down, flying wedge is in place. You'll notice Bryson's swing, it's not overly huge, but it's very well structured, and it's easy to keep that structure during the swing because I've thought of it from an engineering point of view, or just from much more a mechanical approach. There, there. That is now wedge in place. Right hand, right wedge in place. Now they don't move. They don't move. I feel as though they're at 90 degrees to each other all the time. So there. They're not far off. That wasn't the best strike. Took a bit of a divot on that one, to be fair. But there. So I'm less structured than Bryson, but I don't fully understand the flat left wrist. So I understand how the right flying wedge pushes the left flying wedge through impact. Ben Hogan talked about wishing he had 3 right arms. So that power source there, it's an accumulator. Power source, right arm bends and then straightens. So right arm flying wedge, it reduces in size. So the right arm flying wedge there, it reduces in size as the wrists cock. So that's from right forearm shaft to sweet spot, and then you'll see from there the size of that compared to there, address or impact, much longer. So it reduces in size, but it's always at 90 degrees to the left arm flying wedge. It was good, timed that better. So wedges in golf, so if somebody says how many wedges you carry in your bag, tell them 6. Tell them 6, you've got your 40, your 46, your 50, your 54, your 58, your left arm and right arm wedge. 16 clubs you carry now. Go on Bryson. Oh, smashed one out there. That's a 500 yard 7-iron, man. There we go, that was a good insight into Homer Kelly's golf machine book, into Bryson DeChambeau's action, and how it can help us, how it can help the normal golfer. If you enjoy the content of all my videos, please subscribe, it's free of charge. Also hit the bell notification for instant notifications of all my videos, and the thumbs up button, hit that. Thank you.